Um, this this story, I'm gonna start, and then if I like need to stop, I don't think so. This story is not that crazy. It's not that intensive. Um, so I used to go on a lot of road trips to events, and for a while, like obviously not every carpool is the same, but sometimes it was like there was like a small group of people that it was like it was always like me and Potter and Devin and Skylar, or at least like the odds that one of us in this, or like a couple of us in this small group of people of like less than 10 would be like on these road trips, especially like towards the end of Smash 4, it'd be a very high chance that the carpool was at least like half comprised of like some of us. Because we went everywhere and it was fucking great. No, but the story I'm gonna tell today about one of these road trips is just about a video. I don't know who recorded it. I I would imagine Scorch has it. Um, but I don't know if it was Scorch that. I don't think it was Scorch that recorded it. I don't know, but it's about Skylar, and I love Skylar. She's like the best, and like I am literally like, to my knowledge, Skylar doesn't really play Ultimate like that nowadays. I'm pretty sure she's probably just like grinding Tekken because that's probably a better game for her anyway because she likes it more. So I don't really know. I would imagine Skylar still just like plays on the side sometimes. Like why wouldn't you? Like you don't have to quit anything. Like. But and like anyway, so like this is such a silly story because literally it just like feels like nothing happened, but like these memories are in my mind and they're just like so funny to me, even though like to other people on the outside maybe they're not like that funny. Um, but like we stopped at a gas station and we were like on the freeway somewhere again. Don't even know what fucking trip this was, and like I think Skylar bought a sub sandwich, and I think she was talking about how like it was garbage, and like she's like, "This is the worst fucking sandwich ever," or some shit. And then I don't even remember who was on this trip, because the only thing I'm thinking of in my mind right now is like the video from this specific moment. But anyway, someone was like, maybe it was her, but someone was like, "You should throw it out the window," and we're going like 80 on the fucking highway or wherever the fuck we are. Probably faster in all honesty, but who fucking knows? I don't know how fast we're going. I'm not a driver, but and I was like, okay, like me, like I have like mild, not mild. It's probably way worse than mild, but sometimes I have a little anxiety brain and like paranoia in ways that it's like, oh, like you really don't need to be worried about this, but you know, like what if a cop pulled us over for littering or something, or like something like that happened. So and Skylar was like, I'll throw this shit out the fucking window, like. Like I don't want it anymore. No one else in the car wanted the sandwich. It was ass. Like, um, so someone was like recording, and Skylar's like sitting here with the sandwich, and she's smiling, and then someone's like, throw it out the window, and then I'm in the background like, no, Skylar, don't do it, like please don't throw the sandwich out the window, like no, like don't do it, don't just throw it out there. And so I'm like, do it, and she just goes, she just throws 80 on the freeway. The sandwich is yeeted out the window, and that's it. That's it. That's literally it. That's all. Um. But that was a moment in history, regardless of how impactful or not that it was, in the grand scheme of things. And I have so many like crazy like road trip memory story things, and it like people really don't realize that like okay, and this is gonna sound stupid until I elaborate, and even then it might sound stupid when I do elaborate to some people. But like when you're watching like a sitcom, right? Like on even like a kid's sitcom or like an adult sitcom, like even if it's something like iCarly or if it's something like just fucking The Office or some shit, right? Like it doesn't matter what kind of like show. It doesn't even have to be a comedy show. It can be like anything, right? I don't think people realize that like Yeah, usually what's going on in these shows is like super exaggerated for like actual comedic effects. But like the scenarios and the the actual people in these shows a lot of the times are very like it's not that crazy to me. Like some people are like, oh, these characters are so, and I'm like, sometimes I look around. This would happen a lot in the Smash community in a good way, where I just look around at like either my friend group or the people that I was hanging around, and I'd be like, oh my gosh, we're all just so funny and unique, and we're all so like different and have our quirks, and like I'm sure there's a very oversimplified way of saying exactly what I'm saying in a way that sounds obvious, but I don't think people realize like there's a lot of like even like normal people like around us like it's pretty funny and it's cool and it's entertaining like it's it's genuine, you know? And like we all are like especially in a community like the Smash community where everyone is like, you know, they're more accepting of people of different backgrounds than like a lot of other places in the world, right? So like everyone is different, but like when you have these friend groups like I have, you learn to appreciate that like yeah, even though we all have the same interests, we're all very different people, and it's cool. It's just really cool. Um, I was going somewhere with this that like didn't directly relate to Skylar, but like I kind of think I just went on that tangent because like that's what a lot of those people like make me think. Where it's just like I think we're all so funny and unique and creative and cool in our own ways, but we're just like fucking regular people who are just playing Smash Bros. Like it's not that crazy. Oh, I just broke it back because I thought I'd hit him. So yeah, like, again, it doesn't, like, stories like this, like, I realize maybe the people that weren't there, they probably don't sound that crazy, but, um, a lot of the things that have happened to me really do sometimes feel like if they were exaggerated a little more, the situations I'd be in could just be on a fucking sitcom, you know? Oh, I'm mad. I didn't even read this person's name, Nitsua? Sorry, Nitsua. I didn't really know what was going on the entire match. I was talking about a sub sandwich and sitcoms as they relate to real life. Um, somehow I still won. I wonder what happened. I really do be just not paying attention when I'm talking. Like, like what literally happened the entire game. I could not tell you at all. Um,